Art. It's an amazing medium used to express different ideas and emotions the artist wants to portray on their very own canvas. The most charming thing about art is that it can reflect and display anything that the human mind can imagine. The mind is a very interesting and powerful tool that humans have. Honestly, I think the brain needs enough. That thing is far too overpowered. But what I find more interesting is how art can portray the mind itself, or more so, the limit of it. Main characters often go through a power up phase. First, they would reach their lowest in a fight and then power up to ensure their friends are safe or just to win a battle in general. Personally, nothing is wrong with this formula, especially considering this is the main driving point for battle shonen such as Dragon Ball Z. But my favorite use of this power up phase was in Hunter x Hunter. Gon hadn't lost a battle, but had lost a friend. Even though that subtle doubt that he was never gonna get him back was lurking in his mind, Gon still had a bit of hope. But once that hope was crushed, Gon himself was crushed, leaving the audience with an unsightly being that doesn't even resemble the old kid we used to know. And the complete opposite of the power up phase is the complete defeat, whether it be the loss of their sanity or just something they will never recover from. This is what I've been wanting to talk about. Namely, this could also be portrayed as someone losing their mind, but I'd much rather coin it as a person reaching their limit. A beautiful example would be Tokyo Ghoul's Ken Kaneki. We all know the scene with Jason and whatnot, so I won't even bother explaining it. But the reason why I don't say this is a power-up phase is because that's what only the anime makes it out to seem. In the manga, Ken Kaneki is losing his mind, yet still saw himself as a human. But once there was absolutely nothing for him to cling onto, he lost himself and completely reached his mental limit. I love this. Even though it was pretty much a free generic season end to an anime, I love seeing characters reach their lowest and don't know what to do with themselves. That is the essence of reaching your limit. Even with all your efforts and all your strength, you still don't make it. You can't cling onto anything to give you that final push. And so, you just... In my opinion, showing the mental state of characters is quite hard. Even though you could just make them have a sad face, it doesn't really do justice to how much an insane mental state can show how crazy a character is. For example, in Call of the Night, the main character Yamuriko is confronting his best friend. He wants to bring back his best friend since he hasn't been going to school nor wants to be at home, so he tries to convince him to come back. Before this, Yamuri has never shown to become explosive, but was more of a chill and reserved kid that could hang out with the adults. But this interaction that he's been taking so seriously makes him lash out at his friend and a punch gets thrown out. Normally, Yamuri would just back off, but this time he doesn't care for the consequences. This scene is amazing. More and more manga that delve into this type of characterization makes me so excited to continue reading manga. But when it comes to anime, we haven't really seen many good forms of characters reaching their limit. Off the top of my head, things like Attack on Titan comes to mind, because Eren quite literally is fed up with all this killing. So his solution is to just kill everyone else. And guess what? I loved every second of it. It felt absolutely right for the type of character Eren Yeager is. But manga really, and I mean really, shows this type of characterization perfectly, whether it be thanks to the black and white or just general lack of color, whether it be the stillness of the page that allows you to really take in every emotion, or whether it's the unbelievable talent of most mangaka. It goes to show that art is an amazing medium.